Welcome to another episode of Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. Are we total strangers?
We are total strangers.
We are total strangers. I just picked Andrew up at a very empty parking lot at the Hollywood Bowl, and you had a practice session.
I did, yeah. We had rehearsal this morning. We usually have rehearsals from 9:30 to 12 about in the morning, and then we'll have a concert at 8 p.m. tonight.
And how'd it go?
It was good.
Yeah, what do you play?
I'm a clarinetist.
Clarinetist. I played I lived in Switzerland in the winter of 72. And it was called a recorder. Is that what,
Yeah.
you still call recorders nowadays?
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So actually, if someone asked me, do I play an instrument? I did. So it's the L.A.Philharmonic, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah. It's one of the biggest orchestras in the country, for sure.
Well, and you travel a bit?
Yeah, so we go on tour every year. This past year we did London and Paris and New York City, Boston, Washington, D.C. Next year we're going to Seoul and Tokyo. So yeah, we get around.
Can I come with you? I love traveling.
You might have to pay for your ticket, but
Oh,
you can definitely tag along.
I could be the interviewer. So how many people, are in the orchestra?
There are about 105 full-time members of the orchestra, and then depending on the repertoire that we're playing, or if people are sick, we'll supplement it with people from the community, freelancers.
Okay, yeah. Wonderful. Do you know Jeffrey Maingard by any chance?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, he's a violinist.
Okay.
Pretty, and he does these tours as well. So the support staff's got to be 20 at least, right?
Oh, hundreds. I mean, it's
Hundreds
huge.
more.
Our budget is every year is about 120 million. So
120 million.
It's a huge organization.
Wow. And you are funded by ticket sales?
Ticket sales, yeah, I would say
donations.
About 3/4 of our budget comes from ticket sales, and then we have our endowment, and then we have government grants, and then yes, a lot from donations and our board and all that. But we're actually pretty unique among orchestras. Most orchestras rely more on the giving from the community, whereas we have the Hollywood Bowl, and we have a very successful winter season at Walt Disney Concert Hall, and we get most of our money actually from tickets.
Do you have a home base? I mean, Los Angeles, but I mean a theater?
So during the summer, we're at the Hollywood Bowl.
Okay.
So that's from the first week of July through about mid-September. We're always at the Bowl. And then from middle of September through early June, we're at Walt Disney Concert Hall, which is in downtown Los Angeles.
Yes, a beautiful spot.
It is, yeah.
You can get sunburned standing next to it.
That is true. They had to change the plating of it because it was causing so many problems. Yeah.
Right.
Originally, it was even more reflective than it is now. Now it's sort of like a burnished steel, but it used to be more reflective. And people in the local community, they were saying their cooling bills went way up because of that, and people were getting car accidents because it was too sunny, so they had to
and that's
change the
Gary,
finish. That was Frank Gehry. Yeah.
Frank Gehry, yeah. That's amazing. And you've been playing since you were a little kid in school, I imagine, right?
Yeah, I started in middle school like a lot of kids, and I played clarinet in 5th grade band and sort of gradually worked my way.
Tell me about the first time you got paid to play the clarinet. What was that experience like?
First time I got paid, I was in high school, and a local company was doing My Fair Lady, and it was actually a professional group, so I actually got to play with professionals for the first time. So that was pretty cool as a 16-year-old getting a paycheck.
And tell me now about your first day as a L.A.Philharmonic professional clarinetist, which is fantastic.
That was really exciting, yeah. So my first concert I ever did with the L.A. Phil, it was our gala concert that first season I joined, and that concert was a salute to John Williams. And so we played under Gustavo Dudamel, and we also played under who's our conductor, our music director, as well as John Williams. And it was filmed for PBS, so it was kind of a high stress situation because there were all these cameras on stage, and it was being recorded for future broadcast. And I had a job in the North Carolina Symphony before I joined the L.A. Phil, which is like a smaller job.
Your old hat.
I had some experience, but I hadn't done anything as
quite as grand as that.
Yeah, exactly. So it was really exciting showing up for my first day of work, and I was just struck by the immense sound that the orchestra could make, because 100 people on stage. My last job was it was maybe a 65-person orchestra, so it doesn't have quite the power that this orchestra has. So it was kind of overwhelming being a part of that.
I'll bet. I was mentored to produce under John Lesser, whose dad was Frank Lesser.
Okay.
Which Guys and Dolls had.
Right.
You know that name. But when you just mentioned the power of, say, brass, I was good friends with Berry Gordy. And one year they called him down. We were playing tennis. There was a problem with the entertainers. So he's the godfather. So he come down. You know who Berry Gordy is, right? Motown Records.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they call him down to make everyone, get everyone under control, okay? And then I was waiting for him, and he said, "Monty, come outside." So we walked out to Hollywood Boulevard. It was at the Pantages, and the whole street was cleared. It was all empty, and this 100-piece band of all brass turned the corner.
Wow.
And high-stepping, they're all black. They're high-stepping it toward us, and when they got to us, within 5 feet, they turned immediately left into the theater. That was the opening of the show that year, and I've never felt so much energy from all those wind instruments.
Oh, yeah.
And they were clarinetists, of course, but a lot of big trombones and trumpets, and it was quite amazing. But the power of music is amazing. I'm working with some people called World Peace One, and we're doing concerts. They're doing a concert coming up in September called Storm Aid for the relief effort. So music is wonderful. I'm real happy. You must be to get paid to do something you love.
Oh yeah,
it's a real blessing.
I'm very lucky.
You're very lucky.
There are not that many people who are in classical music who can make such an easy, stable living. So
now let me ask you another question. There's lots of positions in the orchestra. Or do they all get paid the same? Or is there, as a drummer, get paid more than a trumpeter? I mean,
so we're unionized. So what we have is a base scale. So everybody makes at least the scale, but depending on your specific position, you can negotiate over scale. So you'll have, if you're, let's say, the concertmaster, the first chair violin, you're going to make more than the person who sits in the back of the violin section. Okay. So those contracts are all negotiated individually. So pretty much everybody negotiates individually, but we all have kind of the same base salary, and then the same benefits and the same working conditions. So we are unionized, so that gives us sort of
and if you're famous,
uniformity.
You get made more.
Right. So if you have more of a
is there a top dog in it right now? Who is the name that comes out that say he's famous for being on his own as well, but he's in the orchestra now?
There aren't too many people who do that, actually. Usually it's if you're an orchestral player, you sort of stick with your team player. Yeah, exactly. So it's a different life. If you're a soloist, you're always flying around the country, and you don't have stable schedule. Whereas our schedule, we know what we're doing, a year from now, pretty much.
Now, with all that travel, are you single?
I'm married.
Married, so your wife comes with you?
Husband, but he'll come with me once in a while, if he can get off work.
Okay, that's cool. And it can't be anything better. What a fantastic life!
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's great. I'm so
happy
for
you.
you.
Los Angeles. So
yeah, this is your home base.
Yes,
Los Angeles. Yeah, there you go. Well, are you going home right now?
I'm going home.
Shower, get ready for the big night.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a nap and eat some lunch. Take it easy before the concert.
Well, thank you for participating in this wonderful interview.
Sure, my pleasure.
If you like what you're seeing, subscribe, and if you like classical music, hit the bowl tonight.
That's right.
It's what's the date today? July 24th.
Sounds right.
And just go right on the air right away. So hopefully some people will see it.
Great.
And grab some tickets.
Yes.
And go see him play.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.